2 weeks before, we have discussed about the reproduction in animals. So by today we will complete this chapter. That is, we have discussed about the formation of fertilization, internal fertilization, external fertilization, those things we have discussed. So now we are going to discuss about the development of embryo. That means after fertilization, what will happen? The zygote that is formed, it will slowly started to move through that fallopian tubules, and it will come and stick or embed to the uterus walls. So the further development of the zygote will be taking place inside the uterus walls. So once it is attached to the uterus walls, it started to grow, and once it has crossed 1 week, 1 month, 1 or 2 months, it will be called as the fetus means it is possible to identify the different parts of the body parts. That means we can know about the hand, leg, head, and after the end of 9 months, to the 10th month, the female will give birth. So on that basis, there are two types of animals are there: viviparous and oviparous. That means animals which can give birth and animals which lay egg, and we have oviparous animals also. And in different organism, these process of adult to the adulthood takes place in a different ways. For example, when we are taking in frogs and butterflies, the formation of the adult is not direct. That means the female frog will lay the egg and it will be fertilized by the male, and this from the zygote it will first form into tadpole, and there small changes will take place inside the tadpole, and after that it will become an adult frog. And these type of process is known as metamorphosis. That is a transformation from an young one, that means from a young to an adult. It is called as metamorphosis. So this metamorphosis is very common in tadpoles, silkworms, and some insects, etc. And when we are coming into asexual reproduction, where both the males and females are not separated, the most common asexual reproduction, that is in hydra. This hydra is budding. That means one part of the body will bulge out and it will develop into an adult. And another one that takes place inside the amoeba, which is a microorganism. That means their body will be divided into two, that is binary fission. Bi means two, that means the entire organism will divide into two. So there is no death in amoeba like us. That means the parent will not die, the parent will divide into two young ones. So these are the most common type of asexual reproduction that is practiced, that is commonly seen in, not practiced, commonly seen in the lower organisms. And apart from that, asexual reproduction is possible in humans also. That is through the process of cloning. So any part of the donor can be developed into a adult organisms. And this particular first cloning was done in 1996 by Ian Wilmot in Roslin Institute in Edinburgh, Scotland. What they did is they have collected some body part of cell from one of the sheep, and they fertilized it artificially. Fertilized it artificially means they have did some other, without sperm, they have did some other technique, and they put inside another female, which we call it a surrogate mother, and that surrogate mother gave birth to a baby sheep, which is known as dolly. So there is no male and female fusion or fertilization was not there. That is why it is called as a clone. Clone means which is an exact replica of a parent. So any organism that develops by asexual reproduction, it is also called as a clone. So this chapter ends here, and if there is any doubt, please ask me. So in the following weeks we will go with the question answers and test like that. Thank you.